I could hear
Was
him.
he the one that was on duty when the kids got killed?
He was on duty when the kids got killed.
Yeah, I've got his name someplace.
His name was Sam, I think. Not Sam. I used to be going to his house there with the kids all the time.
Wow.
I can't think of his name.
That's right.
But
It'll come
anyway,
back to you when you're not thinking of it.
I've with the kids, I've been up in the gates lots of times.
Were you?
Yeah. There used to be a fence along that Richmond's implement place down there.
Yes.
Before you went over the tracks.
Yeah.
We used to hang around down there. I sat on that fence. There was a whiteboard fence.
Uh-huh.
I see cars coming down from Dansville area and run right down the tracks, and they couldn't get out of there, and train would come and
Wow.
Sam Adamson, I think it was. He'd get down off there and flag the train down. He'd run up the tracks and flag the train down because there was a car in the tracks,
Wow.
And that happened several times.
Yeah.
People misjudged the turn there.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing.
But this stuff over here. I'm trying to figure out that barn there. That's amazing. That's a nice picture right there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because there's very, very few pictures of the YMCA.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, this is the Garwood store.
That's the Garwood store.
Before my grandfather bought it.
Yeah.
And before they put the underpass in.
Uh-huh.
And I believe this guy here is Garwood.
They called him Humpy Garwood.
Okay.
That was his name, Humpy Garwood.
Humpy Garwood.
Yeah. Yeah. He sold shoes and boots and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Basically, everything stayed the same. Of course, the balconies came off, but there's that side room where the shoes used to be in my grandfather's store, so it was the same thing. And this was the door that went up the stairs to the...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is amazing.
Now, this is Jerome Hanlon.
Hanlon is. I finally bought the Hanlon house when Bill Mulvaney bought that from Hanlon's, and I bought it from Bill Mulvaney. It was set on the corner of the Bath Road and Groveland Hill Road.
And what was that?
That was my home.
Uh-huh.
And
the house was Mulvaney's.
That's where that barn stood. There was a carriage barn. That was under the town historian.
Okay.
It was built back in 1875 or something.
It was a Masonic lot.
Masonic.
Wasn't
It was.
Wow, that's amazing.
They had Masonic on the cornerstone.
Yeah.
What was your actual house address? Do you remember?
7391 Groveland Hill Road.
Okay. Come on. Because that's the first time I've heard about the Masons. That's very interesting.
Well, that's what I was told.
Yeah.
And I do know that on the corner of that carriage barn, there was a cornerstone with a Masonic emblem on it, and had the date on it. And
wow.
It was 1880 or 1898. It was in 1800s anyway.
Hanlon and then Mulvaney.
Yeah, and then Rongo.
Man, I am learning a lot.
This
This is Jesse
Trainer?
Trainer's house.
Yeah, but
I remember Jesse.
boy, that guy looks familiar. It almost looks like a Johnson. I don't know. But it sure looks familiar to me.
And this is a later photograph of the Richmond store long after it was closed.
Yeah.
Now this is where the bank used to be, right?
Yep. Yep. That's where the bank used to be. There was an
Now, did he have apartments up here?
no, that was
Okay.
storage.
Storage.
But
right.
the guy that run the bank, he used to live in Dansville. He used to throw hollyhock seeds out of his car all the way from Groveland to Dansville. And
Wow.
we had hollyhocks growing all over the place.
Yeah, I can even remember them.
It was, oh my. I know him as well as I know my own name. Oh dear.
You're doing great, I'm telling you.
Well, his name will show up somewhere, but
Yep.
I
This is just another picture of George Ruff's.
George Ruff's barbershop, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Another one. These are just pictures I took. There's the
Church.
church.
Yeah,
Still going.
yeah, still going. I parked my car there lots of times in the churchyard and walked up the hill because I couldn't get up there.
Yeah. Now this is a little hard to see. This
This
is a
is-
postcard.
This is a mill.
Yeah.
This is a.
Perry and Richmond, right?
I'm not sure.
Or
I said,
Ewerts.
I
Wonder if I got anything.
Perry and Richmond. You had to go down. You had to go down.
Oh.
You had. Let me see that a minute.
Uh-huh.
Perry and Richmond Mill. You had a good. This wasn't Perry and Richmond Mill. This was a GLF.
Okay.
This was a GLF. See the railroad car there?
Yes.
That had the siding. The only siding it was on the west side, the creek side. That was I used to shovel wheat back in these box cars,
Wow.
and then wheat used to come down the chute and in there, and you had to get in there and shovel the wheat back in the corner so you could fill the car up. It wasn't bagged; it was loose
Wow.
wheat. Yeah, all these here things up here, they were elevators, and they used to take and bring the beans in there, and they used to go up the elevator and be stored in bins up here. Then they'd come down, and the women used to be up in here picking the
Stones
stones,
and
out of
stuff
the beans. Yeah, that was it. That was a GLF. Yeah.
Isn't that something? GSW, GLF. That's the church picture again. Now this is a bigger picture. This is the Route 63, and this is Geneseo going that way, and that way to Dansville, and all in here would be Groveland Station. What I'll do is I'll take this picture and I'll blow up just small sections of it so that you can actually see something.
This must be the Bath Road.
Yes.
This is where I lived right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where I lived right there. It's old Hanlon place.
All right, I will.
In this,
Is this Mann's Gully over here?
That's Mann's Gulley up. Been in that and out of that deer hunting a lot.
Wasn't there little waterfalls up there?
There's waterfalls, and you could get to that from the Bovee Hill Road. You could get to that by going up here, going up this road here, and park here on a Dead Man's Curve. The gully was right around in here. So, yeah. And or you could go up the creek.
Oh.